So I watch. If you see great, I just doing that real quickly. No, not that. That. Okay. I try to concentrate myself or very much to see if you can see us and not in that moment. Maybe we can play it little slow. Well, we can't play too slow because
No, at least 2.
the voice scream me. Your voice just as a scream from me. I'm not too much.
Of them are together because they pulled the old switcheroo, like no items, and then
Okay.
suddenly
Okay. You saw Big Weed real fast. I think.
items, and they're both Michaela's. Got 2 TTVs here.
I don't know if you hear great the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The voice just if it's great for you. Okay. I don't know if you are watch now, maybe if you are taking a break and something. You see, you watching. Okay, is great. For me, I guess the return was good. So, so I not have the perspective about Big Weed and Melee all the time. So I can learn more about the gameplay about us. You know, that's I think it's great. It's a great feature too, because I saw a lot. Chimix. Oh no, you chasing me at this time, so it's me. Okay. I think you not see me. Okay, I'm just going around. So that's maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but maybe you can. I understand why you try. Maybe you can try. You try to hook me, to take me the window. Just grab me now. I play real bad. I think I was a time, but clearly not.
Unfortunately, no scourge hooks in sight.
With Big Weed, just doing that. Okay, that's great.
I'm dropping him, but he's gonna get out.
Yeah, maybe in this time, I don't know if you know, but you can count the when you have survivor on your shoulder. The survivor doing the you know, like that.
Unfortunately, no scourge hooks in sight. I'm dropping him, but he's gonna get out.
Yes, you're not here all, but your survivor side, when you have survivor on your shoulder, they can doing the I don't know, the gémissement, the in the shoulder, like the QTE for us is doing you have when you're around 8, you need to drop down the survivor real fast. And 8 is maybe sometimes is too is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is too late, like that. I don't know if you know that. So in this time you not have time for that because the hook was the big weed unhook, ML body block you. So your choice in that moment is just drop me down. And after that, because you not have the time, so that mistakes. I do the same mistakes, but that one mistakes because we can watch, so we can see your perspective and we can re we watch again and again and so what is better at that moment. And
Right.
I want to in that moment maybe I just try to hear 1,
Unfortunately,
2,
no scourge hooks
3,
in sight.
4. Yes, in that moment right here I'm in the middle bar, so you have no choice, you can't go in that position. The only one maybe you can't it, if you saw big weed
Scourge
in
hook.
before that, like if you saw big weed
Unfortunately,
now, if you saw big weed now, we
no.
not see him, but if at that moment you watch and you saw big weed, you can turn around and go in the other hook, but
Scourge hooks in sight.
we see big weed too late, so it's doom and body blocking. So
Drop.
in that before the hit, you need to take to drop the survivor, and that moment give you a little slug, but because you can't hook him, so the slug, and you let the guy uh, in the grass and go chase.
But he's gonna get out.
And a lot of feature is count the survivor just doing on your shoulder. And I know is 10 is the max. 10 is the max. And when the drop 10, the survivor go down. And I think 9 is when survivor just perfectly. So 8 is too late. So 7 is the peak. 7 is too late. So if you are on the 7, you need to be front of the hook and drop it on the 8, 9. 9 was hooked, Terminado. 8 was the animation. So after that, well, I'll arrive.
They're gonna try to pop this in front of my face.
That great thing to just take the gen at the moment is a good position to just stop the chase and go. Okay,
It's in
big
the
weed.
locker.
You saw big weed. Okay, great. That's a great.
Nice.
That was
Gave me
just
eruption
great.
value.
And you have eruption, and you
Get a
have
scourge hook.
scorch. Look, that
And
moment here
resonance on
was
top
great.
of it.
I think you can do better.
They'll likely be right back here.
And I know Mel, the Mikaela, just try a lot to this gen. And you know it, so in that moment, you not have eruption, so you not have real choice. So your choice is it, and maybe watch the gen one. It's hard to know because in that moment you have two choice. Down mail is a great thing, and watch the gen. And I think down mail is better to watch the gen because you down mail instantly. So it's just great, and that is great
This again.
perfectly. That fit is perfect, but you not watch around you with the perk for see if having another guy. Maybe in that moment you watch around before taking Michaela for just activate the perk and know if you see a survivor or not. We hear people. The survivor was running around you, and Big Weed.
I don't know why he's coming back.
Big Weed tried too much. So we saw Big Weed, and we know survivor was around the hook, around Michaela and other survivor, because we hear. Chasing Big Weed is a great thing. I think that moment you can't really know if Big Weed trying to loop or just shift W because you not see him, so you can do better in that moment. I think you kick the gen before hooking Mel. What where the gen was? Okay, no, this gen was Reaper. Okay, in that moment, you know the tree gen in this position was down,
I don't know
so
why he's coming back.
you not really care. You don't care about this.
I don't know why he's
About
coming back.
this gen, you don't care because the tree gen is down. So the server can finish this gen is okay. You not really need to go in this gen, and you want to know more about this tree gen. So Big Weed is the position to the survivor to follow. We know. I think his Shimmick was around Michaela. Donc to Michaela for us, huh, I know. To Michaela was around here. So the thing for you is doing that. Big Weed was here around the 4 gens, and this was a great thing to chasing Big Weed. I tried to watch the mistake and watch the good thing in the game to do. Big Weed, I think is not calculated, but Big Weed doing a great thing to just taking a round. Now we watch the rest. We hear Big Weed left. It's not Big Weed left. We have another survivor left you. So it's probably me. I think
Hi
it's
there.
me. Okay, it's cool. Is that moment you not do other mistakes? You have choice. In that moment I think this hook is better. This hook is a better thing for you because it's literally in front of you. Just and is around the generator you want to protect. This is too far away because you not have generator. You have this, but this you don't care because it's not in your tree gen. This as upstairs gen is okay for nurse because nurse can just going fast, but in if you have generator in an up map like saloon or this map, the out house is boring because you waste a lot of time to just go in to check in. But you have nurse, so you can TP, and I think is the only feature for you to check that problem position is having fast. So you TP for checking if survivor going and not walking upstairs, walking stairs. In future, I think clearly, like you see, they have this and you're very far away about all the gen. So we know Mel was in this. Oh, okay, it was great because you know Chimix like a lot to do this thing. He like very much. So you have a great feature to just watching around you before TP because Chimic is clearly the survivor doing that. Just pass behind you, waiting you go out and unhook. So this thing is great. And I know me was here, Mele was on the left side. Because we not communicate in that moment, so I do the upstairs and I in the house gen and if I know, I'm not doing that because Mel not communicate great because having lost in map, so we it's hard to communicate. Wait, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, you know, and we not know all the gen. So it is time I'm here. Melo was here, and you are chasing, and Bigwood was here. So
No dead hard.
in that moment is great. Melo finished the gen. Okay, that you just lost Shimmick, so can do better if you just okay. Shimmick doing that before behind you. Ah, in that moment you failed TP. You tried to TP right and Shimmick go left, so you lost a little time. But it's great because you go in, and me just going out. Yes, so great. You TP from in front of me. Okay, you here, we here, Chimik on right of you, and me here. Okay, you here, Chimik. Okay, it's great. Well, you failed, so that arrived. I do exactly the same thing. I don't know. Tell to me if you play mouse keyboard or controller. I don't know. I don't ask you. Ah, bad. shit for you. Just mouse and keyboard. Okay, okay. I just you have a bad chance because you TP front of this fucking wood. So here you have no
I don't know
choice.
if we can get this.
Was the
No, he's
only
gonna try
right
to
for you?
sabo it.
Okay, okay, we restart before. So I count. I start count. 1, 2,
I don't know if we can get this.
3,
No, he's gonna try to sabo
4,
it.
5, 6, 7. In that moment, down. Ouais. Now before the hit, you need to drop down Chimix. And your mistakes maybe in that moment is okay. We just go
Sabo it.
around. It that thing.
I don't know if we can
You
get
saw
this.
big weed. You saw big weed. We saw big weed toolbox. So you know, we know. But I know is real because we can't watch the toolbox. The first thing I not see the toolbox, but I know it's big weed because it's not big. And this thing you saw big weed doing that. You saw your it needs to remember, and it's things it's really hard. I know. I fail all the time. I don't remember dead all like. It's knowing what survival like doing, and we saw
No, he's
big
gonna
win in
try to
that moment.
sabo it.
We saw big win, just sabotage. So in this moment, you have two choice: drop down, Chimik. Before drop down, watch if you not see another hook, like right of you. If you have a hook or not, and if you have a hook, go in hook. If you're not hook, drop down and go chase. Maybe that's your mistakes. I not see this on my part, so I don't know your big weed and sabotage a lot. And I think that that's your mistakes for the early. It's try a lot. So you that moment you just need to drop down and slug. Not is not real slug because you're not chasing. Just drop down the guy and you can't hook, so it's slug because you can't hook. The survivor not letting you hook. So at that moment you have two choice: chasing Chimik or Begweed. You chase Chimik. Well, it's shit for you, not having hit. So maybe in that moment is not grid your TP and waiting the 2 TP. And I think you are like Shimix. I don't know your perspective in that moment. I think you are like Shimix. Is maybe sometime you lost Survivor. I don't know. I know Shimik have a lot of this thing lost a lot Survivor
Once
because
you get over here.
don't know Survivor where going.
Here.
Now in that moment I was in the house. I think Mele was here. Shimik, we know Shimik was in the party house tonight. Atch, Killer Shack, Killer Shack, and Big Weed I don't know. So no, and no. Okay.
All right, they're not over here.
Not in this position, so.
That's a 3-gen
So me was here
right here.
for sure. Ah, maybe in the shack. Maybe Mel was in the shack. Just to check he's chasing me. I'm just. Okay. It's Mel. Okay. Okay. Mel was with me. Okay. So me, I choosing to go in the house, and Mel drop down. Okay. Great thing. Great. It's really bad for Mel following that. Ah. Unlucky. I'm really bad with nurse. So just. Ah. Unlucky, I think. In that moment, you maybe sometime you're not waiting your second TP, and sometime you you are maybe too fast.
I didn't have 2 blinks.
Yes, you not have 2 blinks. You call it. Ah, yes. Definitely in that moment, maybe you need to play with more sound and having a great space. Alors, in the English, I don't know. Sound spatializate. Good traduction. Not talking shit. Spatialisation. Sound spatial. Ok. Ouais. Spatialisation dans sound spatialization. For knowing right or left. Because we hear Mel was on left. And the 1, 2, 3. The window, like in that moment. We know Mel was here.
I didn't have 2 blinks.
In that moment, we saw Mel was doing that, not taking the window. So you know Mel was here, and you need to with nurse. I think you can just bait and hit, and you go too far away here. So you fail just hit without TP, but you hit Mel. So maybe you waste like 2 seconds. I guess it's not too much, but that and the Killer Shack was no, not Killer Shack, but it's not behind Killer Shack. I think Diesel was gone,
Oh, they got the 3-gen.
so you not have a real 3-gen, you have a bad 3-gen, and me and Shimik was all time here. A part of now, me and Shimix was all time here, and like can I go in that? If I pause, great. Okay, Shimix and me in that spot because you take down the gen. So with for you to understand nowhere to hide, we go in this and run here. Run like here, not using the gen. Sometimes bait the gen with little repair but not repair it. and just waiting for you to TP and something and go real just running in this gen. And Chimix and me doing that though. And the Big Weed and Michaela was here all the time. Look, I don't know the perspective of it, but Chimix and me just play just for this. Take a distance, waiting, go on gen, and repeat that. So for you, you can't real know. If you don't know that, you can't have prepared because we can just doing that in all the round. So you can't do nothing for us. I think you only want to hook for one of us doing that, but the guy doing that is Big Weed. I think he's not Shimmick. So you hear us, okay, it's cool. Okay, you understand what's here. Shimmick, okay, Shimmick greed a lot, and me was around the other gens, but not doing it. I'm around in the bush. Don't know if I can. Too fast. Okay, I can pause it and slow down. Wow, it's very sick. Like me around behind that. Oh, he's too sick. He's too sick. NDBD was too sick. Okay, in that moment, I guess you want to hook grab people, but you not real see. And in that moment, I think it's better for you to go in this gen or this gen for checking because you have eruption and you have only one eruption. You have only one, not here, just only here. So we saw you saw Chimix. Me was behind you. So and in that moment you have two choice.
Sprint burst.
Sprint burst, so you can't do. So now, okay, why not? Was me, okay. So in that moment, if you want to know, Michaela Meller was just screaming, "Not, not again!" I'm just front of you, like, don't tunnel, please. And that's a great thing for you because you check because you know Shimik's doing that. But the bad thing for you is you have only one eruption and Big Weed doing the other gens. And you don't know, in that moment, you don't know if we doing one gen, two, or three pressure. You don't know the gen pressure, you're just having one for one information. So maybe in that moment, you need to kick gen with eruption and check if you want to having more eruption for accept and taking a chase and good chase for you. But in that moment, Chink was down. Okay, that's great because we are two in the gen. We have me and Big Wind in the middle gen, so it's great. You because that thing is good for you because the thing you want is kick the gen and real fast down a survivor. So you down survivor fast. So it's great. That's what you want for taking for using pressure. So Scorch pressure again. So this gen you know is this gen. You know we pressure this gen. But now we hear the Boon Totem. And it was me. Ah no, it was Big Weed, okay. Not me. Me behind you again. So you choose to kick the gen. So it's a great thing. Look, right here, I'm like behind this, I think. I like you know that is just a bait for you to lose time because you know the sound is a little Reaper, but not too much. And you take it, you kick it, so you have eruption for 2 gen. Is that cool? And me was just behind you. And you not see me. I'm just behind you in that moment. You eat big weed. So you have eruption, so you don't need to kick the gen, so you don't care. Great, perfectly. That's I'm just wow. So now 2, 3, 4, 5. You take this, so it's great. It's really great to again scorch. At that moment, that moment is bad for us because we are just shit. We're just free. So in that moment, Shimik and me was again around this. This gen is just a bait, and Michaela Mele it was here. So in that moment, we try to begin greedy the gen. Shimik going left, me right. Okay. I'm not seeing Shimik baiting you. So that moment kicking is great because it's a bad thing for Shimik. We just lost 5% like easy. And now you know Shimik was here. Nice. And in that moment you don't know again if the other gen was Reaper or not. You never checking it. So you not have the information, and maybe it's just that because you never have the information about the last gen. So it's in this time you have a great thing again. You have a great chase, fast chase. So me was in the middle gen again. You scorch. Scorch is great, and his thing, oh, he's real fat. I not. I saw a little, but we saw is not this gen having mm, the smoke, the smoke about Scorch, you know, that not this gen. Oh, is a real. I think you can't see him in the game because you're not trying to saw that, but maybe one day you can having that information, you know. It's just because I saw a lot the smoke in the game. So I think this gen one time not having the smoke, so I'm just that that ping in my head like the gen was not the most Reaper at that moment. So I think nobody can maybe great. So I'm not doing that because I want to heal myself with the boon, or maybe I just waiting for Shimik. And now the boon was here. Okay, I saved Shimik. Okay. In that moment, the boon was not a great choice. In that moment, you prefer to take C gens, kick gens, and watch if you have a survivor behind us or something. Because in that moment, Mikael was here. Boon Tomato 1, 2, 3. Boon Totem was great to down, but is clearly not all the time. Sometimes you just don't care about the boon, especially when you have 2 gen pressure and you know 2 survivor was behind you on the hook, and the last one was on your left on the gen. So boon, you don't care about the boon at that moment. You have too much pressure. Melo was just in that moment you lost I don't know 5 maybe 10 seconds about the boon, and she repaired in front of you. The moment we are just okay. Ah, bad. Okay. In that moment, you want to TP on the right, and Mel take the left side. Okay. We saw us. We saw us on the gen right now. In that moment, we hear Mel. Exactly. That's great for. I don't know if that moment was calculated for you or not, because we saw Mel going upstairs, take the stairs, and you don't know if where on Mel exactly was. I think, but you can hear the and we will repair that. And in that moment, you can't real win. I think because Shimik and me have adrenaline, so we not need to be healed because we have adre. So we just go in on the gen. I guess you not have you never have chance maybe chance a lot of chance about your blink because a lot of time I saw you just blocking by a wall or something. And that moment we just protect us and he's gone. Chimic like a lot being hit for 4 points. I don't know if you want to rewatch a moment or is it good for you. Maybe you have something to say or something. I don't know. But I guess the mistake you do in early was to not drop down a survivor shoulder and not taking the information about the last generator about for you about you. That maybe the lot and you not you a lot not have a chance I guess about the blink. I appreciate you taking the time to review the game and I found it very helpful to learn my mistakes. That's great. I appreciate very much to take the time for you. And it's for me I'm just learning feature like the smoke generator smoke is great to understand that because I'm not taking a part about that and now I saw the smoke I'm just oh smoke is we can see that feature is not this gen it's the other gen and is that moment you have the information but we're not taking I never saw real that smoke and just in that moment you know you have a problem. And sometimes you do little mistakes like that to you lost few seconds but it's not too much, you know. I think it's not a game breaker for you.
Well,
you
they
lost
got the 3
you lost seconds but you don't really care because the gen was repaired so
gen.
that not for you. I guess the big mistakes you do is not checking this gen, the left gen, in the last game. It's hard for me to notice everything and make the right decision. Is the and is happening because for survivor running around like like a crush. It's confusing me. Sometimes I don't know when to chase and who to chase. I understand clearly. It's hard when you play versus team. It's really hard to understand what decision to take. And sometimes I'm like you. I'm just like you. I take a decision and 1 minute after I'm just is the not the right decision. I lost time. I'm doing and sometimes you need when you chase a survivor, you need to chase the weakest survivor in the team. You have in the team it's all time the same things. All time in the team, you have a weakest survivor and strongest survivor to loop. You have survivor to doing loops and survivor choosing to doing Reaper Gen. It's all team having that feature because you have Survivor was great to hiding and doing Reaper Gen. Like I'm in the middle. I can do boss, but not boss better, not boss great. I can do I can do boss, but eh, you know. So I play against team. We are 4 on them. Are great at looping. I can't catch any of them. Yes, I understand that thing. You only is thing you have one guy better than others, but uh, you need to understand the future. Was would the survivor want to distract you in one moment? Because you have all time you have a survivor want to distract you, and you want to know the future about that. Like me, in one moment, um, I don't know in the moment, but I saw me. I'm just front of you, running like a cockroach, and I just want to disturb you because I don't want you to take down Mel. Because if you take down the Michaela, is a bad thing for us. And I have a pressure Reaper. I do both, and that thing I'm just distracting you at the moment, and you don't care about me. That's a great thing, because if in that moment you take care of me, you lost a lot of time. The game was real bad in that moment because I'm just here for disturbing you and turning around because you blink. And in that moment, I don't know exactly when. I
I don't know if
think
we can get this hook. No, he's gonna try to.
it's maybe before that. Maybe it's after Melo. I don't know when. Ah, here, exactly. I'm taking out. I'm just here running. I'm just running in the circle. I'm in the circle mode, and I'm just that moment. I'm here like, hello, take care about me. And the mistakes about Michaela is because Michaela go front of me. So you saw Michaela. And I'm just, oh no! In that moment, I know you want to take down Michaela. So I'm just, ah shit! So you, in that moment, you don't care, take care about me. I'm just, hello! And in that moment, you do the great thing to not take care about me. Because Michaela, this other Michaela, want to gen pressure. But you saw Shimik is a little cockroach too. He want to take the Shimik like to take the attention about you. He wants you to say hello, look at me, because we know in our team, in this team, because our team changed a lot. We are all the time we are me and Shimik, and the two other switch a lot. So we're not having a great team all the time. It changes a lot. So we're not having great game all the time. It's really hard for us because we are not all the 4 survivors the same 4 survivors. But but we know Shimik was the little cockroach. 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 He just want to take the attention. Take hello. Punaise encore anglais. Ah gaga. Eh oui. Et oui, on a fait une review de sa game justement et c'est plutôt intéressant. C'était très intéressant à voir comment on jouait un peu du point de vue du killer. And in our team, me and Chimik was a little cockroach, but not all the time. We want to take the attention a lot. Ah non, Néo, pas toi. Chimik was the only one all the time want the attention of the killer. All the time. Me, sometimes when I need to do, but I prefer doing generator, and me, I'm just take care about the generator and take care about the tree gen. I take care about we not take generator, and if we doing that, 1, 2, 3, I take care about not being tree gen. So my job is take care about that, watching if we can be we being tree gen or not, doing this gen, not doing this gen all the time. Is my job. And I think all the team having that. A guy just having the job to not having the tree gen. It's hard on time to say to others, you know. And the truth, big weed was sabotage. So in this moment, big weed want to sabotage. So is the guy saved other people. You know this survivor is a problem for you because he try a lot to save. So in that moment, sabotage save, but it's possible probably save flash save. Me and Chimik was a cockroach, and Mel was a reaper guy. So you understand that moment. You if you saw the guy was the reaper guy, the game was slow. In that moment, you slow the game because you pressure the reaper guy, and a lot of time the distract survivor not doing gen because they want to see this for letting the reaper guy doing reaper. And a lot of feature, a lot of time I saw that is is taking a lot of time for the distract survivor to understand stop distracting and doing generator, doing reaper, because they're not this job. They don't really want to do a repair. They only want to do loops, taking care about, taking attention. And sometimes I saw the team, a great team, but the distract survivor just want to distract all the time and forget to repair because the repair guy was chasing, was on the chase. And sometimes you just, if you understand who doing what, for you is great thing. I don't know what to do more, I think, for this game, because you have the 1, 2, 3, the two perspective. Maybe you have another game, and I not have the perspective survivor, but in this time purpose, having the survivor perspective was really great. Was really great. I was also confused because there were two Michaela and two Vittorios. Yes. Uh, the feature you want to know, and it's hard again, and we not have the same clothes. Vittorio and Vittorio not having the same clothes. Michaela and Michaela not having the same clothes. Clothes. And you can watch about that. But when you play around, like one time I play against a team Nancy having the same clothes. So same clothes, same character, for Nancy not playing the same exhaust. So this game was really hard for me because you just saw for Nancy, four flashlights, but not the same exhaust. So you're chasing her Nancy exhaust, like sprint burst, you think is great. In that moment, you just, okay, it's perfect. Exhaust was gone. And the Nancy just switch, and you have to chase another Nancy, but you don't know. And other exhaust, and they doing all the time. And the last Nancy having dead order, and you just, fuck! And this game was the recently game was really hard for me because you can't remember the guy was an NC good, not. It's hard for you because you need to remember who's the guy you hit and where's the guy having dead art or not because it's exactly the same. And you remember where's the position here, where's the name here. That game, it was a real nightmare. 1, 2, 3. But in that moment, I know it's hard, but if the survivor not having the same clothes, same position, you and I say that, but it's really hard for me too because it's not a feature I can do easily for me. Having a great memories about just one game doing during 10 minutes. So concentrate a lot for knowing where the guy doing, where the, you know. Sometimes just meh because I'm a meh guy. I'm just don't care if I win or lost. As I think maybe so. What? That's why. So if you maybe you have another game you want to watch, or maybe you want to having another replay rewatch about this. Maybe you want to rewatch the. I don't remember that when, but rewatch the perspective about me. The game maybe it's really hard to saw that, but maybe I can. And maybe you just having another question or something. Or maybe you're just great and it's okay for you and you just want okay go sleep. I taking using cream because my aunt was really sick about the winter. So watching from with your perspective will be interesting. Okay. I need so I need to saw the time about this, but I can. What the fuck are unpublished? What the fuck are unpublished? Okay, don't understand why, but was sick. Maybe I can. I need to check a feature about that. It was not published, and I need to publish the game actually published. Yes, no, maybe refreshing. It's like we play when we play maybe in this. Go watch. Maybe we're having this or not. I'm playing Victorious so um Victorio. I'm dead, it's not this game. Should I play now? No. No. It's not this game. So what's on this game? I have a little bugged. Or maybe that's great. Okay, it's great. Okay. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Can do it. Okay, watch. So we need to find the game. So waiting, Vittorio, not this game. Vittorio, not this game. Not this game. Maybe this game. Okay, it's this game. Okay. So I not activate the sound because I hate I hate hear myself. I hate my voice in the sound. So okay now okay. I try to remember what I'm thinking that moment. Maybe I can activate the sound a little. I want to eat myself. Everyone had their own voice on record. Clearly. I'm just screaming. Uh, at this moment, I suppose you have a Nemesis perk for knowing where am I, but no, you're not having. You just TP front of me. I'm just ah. That moment I try to adding, but I know you saw me, so I'm just. That was sick for me, but fun to hear me screaming and ah. Okay, I try. I try to go in that, but body blocking bad this trick. So you saw that. Can okay, it's great. I can doing that. So in that moment, you saw Big Weed, Michaela, Rosa Vittorio, and Victorio fasting about the hook. So in that moment, you can see him in that moment, and you saw him too late. So in that moment, just rushing the other hook, and like you saw me. So in that moment, we communicate about your perk. So about Sloppy Butcher. We saw Sloppy Butcher calling others Sloppy Butcher. We're just calling that. So you chasing Big Win, me just trying to go on the gen because I know Shimik doing this, so I run with him. Shimik fell QTE, so I pinged it. And you saw my card. I have the green card, but with the flash. So I according I'm just doing the flash like hello we are here we will repair here. So is a feature to ping. I don't know if you know that, but you can't see that, but I can ping. We are here. Sometimes I'm doing that for talking to others, was chasing or something. We are here. You saw the lights, so don't come here. So you saw we are just here. So now in that moment, we understand you have Scorch. Now in that moment, Michaela called to him because we saw that, but Michaela said, "Behind me!" So Shimik chose to go in the save, me just continue. No, Shimik don't do. Shimik go now. You down mail in that position. That position was uh, when uh, when taking the window. So we finished that. So Shimik was around the hook and said uh, killer going on the same hook. So we know you're doing exact scorch again. Et là, in that moment, we called the perk you have. Eruption, scorch, slappy butcher. We don't know the last perk and in that moment. So you see me, I'm around here all the time. And you saw my perspective. I know the other don't come, so I come. Chimic talk light. I I ping my light all the time for knowing what I'm doing. Where am I? We like trolling Michaela when ill. So Big Weed called us. So we just chilling ill, and in that moment, I failed because I not watch the gen. So I just follow the call to doing this gen. I just follow the call, and we all time communicate like not now drop the now stop Reaper, now stop Reaper, now stop Reaper. In that moment you choose this hook and not this hook. You having Shimik in that position behind you. So we just choosing to repel maximum and Mel going out because I we just want to repel. So I forgot to watch the gen, so I go in this house and it was my mistakes because my role it to watch. I not real watch. I saw Jen in the middle, so I'm not in that moment, you chasing Michaela, and Michaela said, "Not, they left me, so I'm take care about me. I'm just okay. Need to go out." In that moment, I'm just talking about. She don't know I can light. And that mistakes. I think you're chasing me again and not watch, and you choose to chasing Mel. So I'm just going fast on the house, continue start a gen, but that was a mistake for me because I don't watch, and we're going in the this gen. Shield me. So you chasing Chimix, and in the same position we chose to say now now call to us. Big Weed saved that moment, so we are just okay saved, not now, you know. And in that moment, we know Big Weed was in danger. We are just Big Weed can die now. If he die now, that was a problem for us. But he not choice to down Big Weed. So we 9-9 the gen and we healed because you don't have the information of the gen we repair. So we can heal easily, repair, and now we can go out. But I do the same thing. I go in the same position, Mel choosing to go down to chase Mel. So now is problem for us. We know the gen. So again, I ping for calling. We are here. Oh, we know you chasing Mel. We chose this gen, and the chase was not you all the time you chase when taking not a lot of not a lot of time for you. It's fun because I have my webcam in the same position about my webcam now for the VOD. So now we repair, we watch. I ping where am I, what I'm doing. I watch the gen. I'm just okay. We have this. So I'm here. this gen was the far away about the others. I start a little this gen for having a little sound for you. For not doing a little sound and you don't care, for having a little sound. And now the game starts. The final game starts. So we know Shimik was around here. Me was around here in that moment for baiting you. You are here with Shimik. Big Weed saved. You go here. I'm just here for you saw me. I ping a lot with my add-on for saying I'm here. Don't. I try to calling to my mate. I'm here. Don't come here. But Mel come here. Come here too. So that's the problem. And I'm just okay. Now I need to protect Mel. So I'm just going the little cockroach. And I'll just ping for my mate. I know not a lot of survivor play with the light card, but I like this. I like to just ping like I'm here, we are here, doing there, and you saw in that moment we are just two trying to distract you, and doing this gen because we have information about Big Wheat and there. So in that moment, Big Wheat calling, I'm doing that. So calling, Big Wheat call me. I'm on the middle gen. So we know what Big Wheat doing in that moment. So I know Shimik was here. I know Mel why can't you know the Boon Totem. Mel was here and Mel now was just here. You was here with Big Wheat. So we repair and you do feature with Big Wheat. So I ping for Big Weed to understand what I'm doing. So you saw the gen. We call we call all the time the percent of the gen reaper. For the we doing that, we doing that, we doing that, we doing that. The gen was on this position, was repair about this percent. So and Mel doing the same thing. I'm in this percent. So in that moment, we know Big Weed was gone. So we try to forcing this because we know we have Shimik and me have Audrey. So if we forcing that moment was great, but Shimik Shimik fell a QTE. So the gen was regressed a lot, but we try because we are just maybe maybe he can't go here. But and again I ping. I'm just I'm just a cockroach. You take down the gen, but I'm too far away in that position all the time. I'm just doing that. I waiting because Shimik do a lot of feature around the gen. In that moment, Mel calling us. Uh, my repair gen was soon finished, so I go here, but eruption, but scorch. I'm here. I'm calling this door, and I'm waiting because I have Adre. I'm just waiting around there. Mel was here, but scorch, crouch. So Mel can't. I'm Mel waiting. I'm just So I'm just ben. It's really French to say bah. So we are two here, and in this moment, before that, you go on this gen, you go behind us, and not you take too much time for this. And I know Mel called me. This gen was soon repair, was 99, so I go. You kick the gen, but I waiting far away. Yeah, I'm just waiting you. Yeah, Reaper. And I ping. I'm here. Shimik just waiting because Shimik have Adre. I have Adre. So Reaper. You saw Shimik here. We calling. We opened this door. Uh, at that moment, I called Mel. Go on the right. She go on the left. And she on P2 and was just In that moment, I think Mel go down. That moment, Mel calling us. I open because I prefer open and not grid the open. It would just protect us. And I call in the last moment. I call maybe the nurse TP front of you and hit you. And if you're doing that, Mikala was gone. But you go behind us and you hit us, and I ping. And after that, and after you know you know. That was it was cool. It's hard for me, but cool. Talking English a lot and just saying that. I tried to go in front, but I think the blitz will not reach in time. Okay. Okay. He's just my rabbit. But you could still heal tech and get out. Yes. Yes, clearly. But we just maybe I know in that moment I know the hook was real fast. So in that moment we have two choice. Maybe you can hit mail, down mail, and just hit one time, maybe two, but not more two, and grab. But maybe you can down people, and we need to go down two. So you having in that moment you having a little chance to having one kill more, but it's a very little. So it's too hard for you. I think it's too hard. You have just a little thing. I don't think is enough because you need to eat a lot of time, and we are in the outdoor. But that's why that moment. And I try to retranscript a lot of our communicate and more. Yeah, and something the blink got blocked by the wall. It start chasing it. Okay. But it's a little sick because when you know the nurse can TP out, TP behind the row before was opened, so it's a little sick. But that was clearly that was a real great thing. Great, great to great to saw your spec 1, 2, 3 your perspective and my mate things because I saw Shimik, but I not saw Mele and Bigwid. Do you mind if I post your review as a video? It's very informational and people can learn from it. Yes, clearly. Clearly, you can if you have the 1, 2, 3. If you have the review, if you I don't know if you stream right now or something, but you can. And maybe if you're not having that, I can try to. take a video about that. I recorded. Okay, perfect, perfect. So you can cut what you want. Perfect. Yeah, you can clearly do that, and you have you have the two perspective on your 1, 2, 3 on your YouTube. You have the my perspective and your perspective, and that's cool. I think that's real cool because I have a lot of. I'm not a real great in game, but I have a lot of theory, you know. So I'm better to casting and review the game after that. Maybe Shimik was here? No, Shimik was not here. Okay. That was the first time a server beat me and then review the whole game for me to understand why I'm such trash. Are you clearly not such trash? Because I saw the game on your perspective. I saw the time. You not take the time. The game was just fast. You know, we not. The game was just like 10 minutes. And can we go? I'm not having the. Yes, is that. The game was just, you know, fast.
I know at least two.
Like the game was during. Yes, the game was doing exactly 12 minutes, and
Them.
I think yeah, half of a little less about half of the game was just the the last gen. So you take a lot of time and you do something mistakes and something great things, but in that moment I get just want to know the chase. That's why chasing. Okay, taking around here for knowing what time you're taking the
It's a
chase.
three
You
gen
know.
right here.
Okay. In that moment. Okay. Now the sword. 6, 6, 12, and you hit Mel in 10 seconds. That's real great. 10 seconds for hitting is real great.
I didn't know.
In that moment, you're taking 40 seconds. 40 seconds. So, in this moment, you all chase during like uh 1 minute. So it's really great. And you can't really do better, I think. Like we saw, you can win 2, 3, maybe 5 seconds, but you can't really do better. Or maybe just TP it instantly, you know. And all chase, I just maybe just want to saw all chasing. Just
Only items,
so in that moment,
and they're both Michaela's. Got two TTV.
20 seconds.
Fortunately, no.
So yes, the you not take you take
Unfortunately, no
less than 1 minute,
screen
so it's
spokes.
great chase all the time. It's just that moment
Try to pop this in front of
you
my face.
hesitate a little, but great thing. Like in that moment, chase during less than 1 minute, like taking
Nice.
20
That killed
seconds
their
is really
roach.
great. Now melee,
Here.
the chase started. Now 3 seconds to hit is really great. Can do better. You take exactly 20 seconds to down mail. Yeah, I what you can do better? Win 2, 3 seconds all the time. You just about the chase. Maybe you can win all the time 3, 4 seconds,
He's coming
not
back.
more. It's just before the chase you lost time a lot, but in the chase I guess you not really miss the time. In that moment, maybe in that moment was long for you. So we can choose the chase starting now because you saw him, you want to him, so
Hi there.
you take 30 seconds to down big weed. Again is great. Shimmick. Or the chase I can say chase starting now. And in that moment ah you switch. The chase was you have a great thing in that moment because the chase during too much time. So it's great to lost it because the chase during too much. And you're not having the blood speed. So you chase. We can consider the chase was in perfect time because you're doing 40 40 seconds is less than 1 minute.
No, he's gonna try
But
to
in
sell
that
it.
moment you do a mistake. The chase was great all the time I think. Not in my perspective at that moment. Can maybe choose new chase here. Just
Over here. All right, they're
okay, we can consider it the chase starting now. 6:11. Okay, 10 second, 10 second for eating is really great. Forty-five seconds is is in the limits, not less one than 1 minute again, so it's not bad. The whole chase during 1 minute, but it's not bad again. It's perfect. Not doing long chase. You're not taking chase in that moment. That moment, you choose to not taking chase. Okay, we have a chase. Oh. Ten less than 10 seconds for it is good. You take uh 15 15 seconds for 2 hits. It's perfect. It's clearly perfect. Get a big weed. You can start in now. Not starting. Can be agree starting now. So 9-10. Like all the time the chase was really great or great. So you're not taking 1 minute for the chase, or maybe 1.5 for the long chase before for 2 hits, but not for 1 hit. For 1 hit, 1 hit is all time perfect. The first hit is all time great. What the best thing of the game. I think I got lucky with that one. Okay, you blink and bam. Guess we can agree. Starting chase. Starting chase. 10 seconds. 2 hits. It's pretty perfect. Again, you can't do more for the chase. Clearly, having a fast chase. After that, we can consider you chase male. Maybe in that moment you take, if you take down male, you win, and I think that moment male was down. It's just that the chase during less than 1 minute again. So all the chase not doing too much for being considered too much, and you lost time about the chase with the chase. So you never lost the time with chase, and that was a great thing. So you can consider your chase was great. Maybe you can win if you not blink in blink 1 2 3 blink in wall or something. So you can win 5 10 seconds, but all the time the slow show the blink again on Vittorio in the house. Vittorio in the house tonight. Oh, perfect. I think. No, not this time. This time, I think. Okay. Yes. Okay. Up is Vittorio and Blink House. It House. I think it was this Blink you talking. And for for my perspective, is not lucky chance. It was lucky. It was not a lucky because we hear Vittorio going in the left. So you know Vittorio have two choice: going out and going on the left house. So your blink is like in that moment. So you blink. In that moment, we hear Vittorio going on the left, and we see Vittorio on the left. And we hear again Vittorio in that moment was perfectly on this position. So Vittorio have two choice, going on the left, going out. So you TP, and you was in exactly on him, but you can hear on the left, on the right. So if you hear Vittorio, you have a perfect blink. If you cast enough distance, you know. But you not have the lucky hit for me at the moment. If you have all the information, you know, we can consider it was lucky because you TP behind him, but he could have run backward too. He can, but you can in that moment you can having a fasting mouse, and it's probably you can hit again him. You know. So about the review, we saw all you chase. So you can win time, but you not lost time with chase. You never lost time with chase because all the chase was great, was less than 1 minute or 1 minute 10. So all the chase was good, and we just saw one or two time with this perk. I lost time with dumb decision. Well, I not call dumb decision, but you can have a great choice in one moment, and it was all time hard to understand what to do in the moment. But you lost time around, yes. It's the early game was the moment you lost a lot of time because you have a shoulder and two god sub exactly. You lost hooks about that, and in that moment, the choice was to slug and drop, not slug exactly. It's drop the survivor. At that moment, you lost a lot of time. We can consider it this time lost win you 1 kill. So it's not enough to do the 4 kills or 3 kills, but you have 2 kills, exactly 2 kills. Maybe three, I think, but we have Adri, Soft, we have Adri, so it's not enough for you because you're not hook enough, I think. I don't exactly remember. But I think you saw. I can checking the hook on this game exactly. Party house in the house tonight. Uh, where am I? Where the game was? No, 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 no. Yes, is that is game. So we have Liquid 2, Chimic 1. Yes. So we are here. You have 222, I think. 222 and me. So we have a chance to, if you hooking me, in that moment I probably try to starting again to disturbing you and try to taking attention about me for not taking more hooks or taking hooks just behind because me, you know. Yeah, I'm not hooking. So I think you can have 2 kills. 3 is hard, but you can win one and one maybe two more hooks with great decision. And in this game, I think it was you can having 2 kills and 2 and 2 hooks. Probably not the last kills, 3 kills, but that probably taking. No, I think in that moment you can't do better than 2 hooks on me. With great decision, with all great decision, all perfect decision in this survival map. Because remember, it's survival sided. Everyone was on death hook except you. Exactly, exactly. You can see. You can see. You never hook me. So in that moment, my choice is Reaper Gen or taking chase. So in that moment, if you saw a survivor, I'm just running to protect him. Because we do all the time. So if I cook the two other, they will have both die. Exactly. It will be at a game. Exactly. But when I say talk to you in that moment, you have two choices for us, and me, I'm just running in front of you. Like hello. And in this moment, you don't know, if you don't remember, you don't know I was never hooked. And the other was too hooked. So I can just run in front of you doing hello, hello for taking chase. Because imagine you taking chase about Mel, the gen was not enough to repair. I'm just going front of you, like like probably body blocking you for you hitting me, for having a lot of attention because you not hit Michaela and you hit me, and I have adrenaline, so I'm just like probably perfectly safe or safe after the hook. So you take one, maybe two hooks. If you don't know, you hook 2 times the Michaelas. And if you remember that, sure, you're not taking attention about me. I say to you that because all the time in our game, we try to protect us from the death hooks. But he could probably, with all the right thing, having a edge game. It probably, for me, it's probably more than 2 kills and 2 hooks more. So all people on death hooks and two survivor win because of Adre. But the game probably can be a edge game, effectively. I don't know the time we talk. I think it's really great, really fun. I guess Shimik never come back.